Jesse, we need to cook.
Meagle presents the custom Meagle Breaking Bad figure playset.
I have 39 pounds to sell.
$3 million for 3 months of your time. But I do not work with junkies.
Saul Goodman sent me.
I woke up, I found her, that's all I know.
That's Staxio.
We need a criminal lawyer.
Better call Saul!
Better get to work.
Yeah, Mr. White. Yeah, science.
W. You're under arrest, Heisenberg!
Oh no!
Custom Meagle Breaking Bad figures come with everything shown here. Action figures sold separately. Don't forget to come to Meagle Meet June 17th in beautiful downtown Skokie at the Doubletree Hotel. For more information, go to MeagleMuseum.com.
AllYaComics.com!
Art.
Oh yeah! 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 Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist draws things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist paints things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist Art Baltazar.
Hello, welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things. I'm your host, Art Baltazar, and I'm going to be saying thanks. I brought some friends with me today, George Clooney and Julia. George and Julia, personal friends of mine. They're here to celebrate today with me and you. Swig of coffee for the working man. That's right, man. Anthony Lash, say some things, Baltazar. Swig for everybody out there. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Philip A. Buck. Philip. Oh, yeah, I was just catching up on last night's Oh, yeah pod. When I saw you were live. Yeah, man, last night's pod was fun. If you get a chance, check it out. I was on the live show with Yoko Chips and Franco and Skoke and Scoop. But we had a special guest. My daughter, Audrey, showed up on the show, too. It was cool. I picked her up from work and handed her my phone, and she stood on for the next hour or so. So she was a nice addition to our show. It was cool. You got a crowded room there, sir. Yeah, man. We're here. I got my peeps. So there they are. Here's how we look good. We look good together, right? Maybe on this side. I go like here? Because we're all together here. We're all together. How are you now here? Okay. Yeah. But we're good. I'm here chilling. I was drawing some stuff. I did a lot of stuff today. We had a All Ya Comics meeting, so we're all on track. I'm going to be at the store today. If you're around the Skokie area, I'm going to be at the store today, hanging out with Eric Wolfgang, hanging out with people, and drawing. I'm going to be drawing, hanging and drinking water and all kinds of cool stuff. I know drinking water's fascinating. I was learning all the teen lingo. That's true. Yeah, my girl went on there and educated us dads and boomers or whatever they want to call us. I learned that we are called boomers. So that's cool. You're a beautiful couple. Thank you. Yeah, that's my, it's me and my old, it's me, a picture of me in college with my old college girlfriend. And we still keep in touch, She's out doing her thing and I'm doing my thing. But yeah, that's what I looked like back then. I should have wore a white shirt like him today, but I was all ready. I was ready to pod today. I got the nice hat. I'm clean. Shirt fits me good. My Oh Yeah Comics t-shirt. So I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go on here and I'm probably draw some yogs for you guys. What's up, those imposters who look like who looks like Baltazar? Yeah. George Clooney for Christmas. I hope I don't get in trouble for showing him. Should I go lower? How about like this? I could be like their kid. Like, hi. My family. It's like, you're weird, Baltazar. What are you doing, man? Why do you keep disappearing? Yeah. What's up? And then Philip Bucket. Wait for a second. I thought you said you're hanging out with Airwolf Gang at the shop, and I thought, cool. Yeah, Airwolf. It's Airwolf Gang. We'll be at the shop today. We're gonna hang out, draw some more things together. It's gonna be real cool. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to hanging out with my peeps. I'm hanging out with peeps. Peeps and G's. That's a term that the teenagers don't use. Peeps and G's. Swig. Swig for everybody out there. Those of you who are wondering, hey man, didn't you say you were doing monthly comics? I said, yes, I am. But somehow, some way, some crazy thing is happening. My store site is still updating, and I'm getting kind of mad because now they want to charge me in January for the year. I said, but I couldn't add new products since like April. So I'm kind of like protesting a little bit. I'm about to write them a nasty letter. Famous Cartoonist is nasty as I can get. But there's a link to my store, electricwheelcomics.com. It's down there. Link in the description, as they say on the YouTubes. But there's a link there to my store. But there's a whole bunch of books that I've made that are not on my store. So there's some on eBay. I know that if you go on eBay and buy my books, I can't find a way how to not charge you for shipping for each book. So if you are to buy multiple books on there, click the pick up at the store location. I think there's a pick up local. Just check mark that, and then I'll send you the books. Like you pay one shipping for one book, and then buy the rest for in-store pickup, and then you'll save on shipping. You won't have to pay $80 if you order 80 books. I mean, 8 books shipping will cost $80 right now. And I don't know how to fix that. So I'm trying to fix that. But I have stuff on my site. And in January, I'm supposed to have this Turbify thing. Hopefully it's fixed, man, because they want to charge me some money. It's like, man, I got to make a phone call, get some people on it, you know? You're a good man, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Facebook user. You're a good man, sir. Also means Yagams. Yagams. People are confused about what Yagams means lately. Like, hey, man, what does Yagams mean, man? And Yagams means you're a good man, sir. Sweet. Sweet just means sweet. It said, yes. I can help with the combined shipping on eBay. Oh, cool. I don't know who this is. I can't see who you are yet, but I will look back. Let me know who you are, Facebook user, so I can reach out. Because I'm trying to get the shipping to combine. I can't figure it out. I don't know how to list items and combine shipping on eBay. And otherwise, I would sell more books. But right now, if you're buying one book, it's fine. But if you're buying all 8 new ones I have up there, it's too much for shipping. And if you right now, if you click local pickup, I'll just send them to you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about shipping. Just do local pickup. But if you're going to order all of them, because I'll get you the books and the shipping. We'll see. We'll pay for one shipping for one book, and then, I'll combine them. Oh, that's Brian Lynch. Oh yeah, Brian Lynch. Good, sir. Yeah, man, we could do that. Help me at the store tonight. I'm going to the store tonight. Maybe I'll handle eBay on my phone. We'll do some setting changes. That'll be cool. Thank you, sir. Sean Mendoza, I need a famous cartoonist sketch for my birthday next month. I'll need to let you know. Yeah, man, email me. My email is arthurbaltazar@yahoo.com. And email me. We'll set that up. I always take PayPal stuff. I give people what they need. I do stuff, man. Anthony Latch is here. I bet Electric Milk is just too electric for shopping hosting site. Yeah, man. It's driving me a little nuts. Like, I'm very patient, but I'm at the end of my wits end of the patientness is wearing thin, man. And I was fine until they said, we're going to bill you in January. I'm like, well, why? Like, I can't use it now. Like, my stuff's still available for purchase. I'm still selling stuff on my website. I just can't upload any new things. And that's the part that's getting me frustrated is I can't have new books. But I wrote a little list. I have Meteorite number 3. I have Meteorite Spitfire Space Cricket number 1. I have Gyro Man number 1. I have Lunar Lizard 1 and 2, plus the variants. And I have Who's Who in All Your Comics Universe number 5. I have Yogs, of course, my Yogs book. And I have a new copy of Action Cat Adventure book number 3.5. It's like 3.5. So I got stuff. Write to me. I'll send you stuff. I wish I could. I should just make a commercial saying all the stuff I have available. I should make a commercial telling you how you can get books from me. That would be good. That would be good. Oh, yeah, definitely, man. You're a good man, Sean. As a famous cartoonist brings joy to the masses. Yes, I'm here to bring joy. I'm bringing George and Julia, too. We're here for George and Julia Christmas. So does it look better if I cover her? Or does it look better if I cover him? Or go all the way here? I don't want to knock stuff over. If I move over here, we could all be on screen together. How about that? I start to fade. I get wonky. This is the definition of wonky. Look. Getting wonky, man. Hey, man. He says, your face is purple, sir. Well, thank you. I'm trying to get this purple face. Look at, I could adjust lighting. Watch. I got some light adjustments here. Let's see. Look carefully at my face. It's going to change colors. Reddish. Pinkish. Ooh, more blue. I think that blue one. I think that's the best one we got, man. We got the purplish hue. Feels more natural. Or I could turn it off. But no, we need George Clooney back there. We need George Clooney in the mix. So yeah, man. I'm going to draw some stuff. Should I draw some stuff? I don't have a lot of time today. I'm going to the store to hang out with all your comics and Skokie. Hang out with the peeps there. We draw every Monday night from around 5 to 8 or 6 to 8 or something like that. We have a little get together. But if I leave early enough before the Chicago traffic jam starts, then I could get there in a good time. Maybe get a cup of coffee, sandwich or something, bring it to the store and chill. But Joe's over there right now chilling. And maybe my girl will come with me. But if I leave there, like in about an hour, if I leave, I'll be fine. But if I wait 2 hours, I'll be stuck. If I leave in an hour, it'll take me an hour. If I leave in 2 hours, it'll take me an hour and a half to 2 hours to get there. Swing. Swing for timing. Swing for math. Swing for mathematics. Swing for Chicago. And swig for being purple. Second cup of the day, man. But look, my cups are real big. They're giant mugs, giant cups. Look, I got a cup of Julia right now. What do you got, a cup of Joe? So now I got a cup of Julia. Swig. Oh, yeah. I got to get a Salma Hayek backing like this. I think Julia's good, though. Look at her. Look at how happy she is. I bet she smells good, too. We just got to assume she smells good. I bet you she does. Let's see. Looks the same when you cover George Clooney. Yeah, it's like when I'm here. It looks like Julia's hanging out with George. It's the same thing. I know, man. See, Scoot's just making fun of me. Thanos. I ruled them all. I need one glove. I need one glove like Yoko Chips. Then I could rule them all. That's true. That's true. It's true. Should we draw stuff? I think I want to draw stuff. So Julia's happy because she's just ordered comics on eBay. Yeah, she did. And I got your package here, man. I got Anthony Latch. I got Matt Fife. I got 3 or 4 packages I got to send out. I apologize for not getting them ready over the weekend, but they will be done. Today's Monday, but it feels like it's not because I've been working straight through. I don't really take a break for weekend because what happens is I do a lot of stuff. I just go into the next day, but weekends is when my kids work too and they need rides, and it's like it just never stops. It's just an ongoing thing. I just have to make sure I'm awake to do all these things, to accomplish and to take on all of these tasks that life brings. But I think now, right now, I think it's the time. I think it's time right now where we're going to do some drawing because I got to catch up. Mostly I came out here to do some drawing. I had some pages open. I was talking with Franco, and I got inspired. It's like, I'm going to go live. Right now is the time we draw. Let's This is Yogg's The Gouache War. Gouache War. Book 2 of Yogg's is called Yogg's The Gouache War. And this right here, I'm doing the dots again. I always bring you guys in there when I'm doing the dots, but I'm coloring. I'm going to show you this page. I'm going to zoom out because now I got a new Photoshop. Finally got a new Photoshop. I had to download this Photoshop where now I'm paying a monthly series. Another thing, man, everyone wants to charge me a month for stuff. Where stuff used to be a one-time deal, and now I got to pay all the time. But I had Photoshop CS3, which is Photoshop 3, pretty much. And now I have to do this Photoshop that is a subscription-based Photoshop. But now I have to draw this and use this all the time, which is cool. It works, but I'm getting used to the Photoshop moving in a weird way. See, it moves, and when I stop moving, it still moves a little bit. See, it's just weird. It's strange, but I'm sure I'll manage. And then the pages don't. When I open the pages, they take up a whole. They take up a whole screen now, which is odd. It was never like that before, but now it is. It is like that now. Hey, man, it's like that now. Balthazar, deal with it. See, that's how this guy gets, man. But the thing about it is, I have all these colors. So, right, for instance, I'll click on this color, boom, and it's a Pantone color. I know that this brown shade is Pantone 486, but now, besides paying for a subscription for Photoshop, they no longer come with Pantone colors. So now I have to go and I had to download or subscribe to these Pantone colors, which I need them to work with, but now I need to find the number. So I got to click on each thing and find the number, which kind of drives me nuts. It's real tedious now. Or I could bring in a page that already has a number, and that's what I've been doing. So I go in here and you're going to see open. You're going to see me open a file. So look at all these Webster pages I'm doing, man. So I'm doing this. Now I have to go in, and it's an extra step. So I can't color as fast anymore because Photoshop messed up my system. You know, everything's always, you think you got to go in easy going, and then something changes and they want you to pay them every month now, and you can't color the way you used to, which is kind of inconvenient, but I'm learning it, I guess. I guess when you get new things, you have to adjust. You have to adjust and relearn. Like Yoda said, you must unlearn what you have learned. Did Yoda say that? He should have, man. He should have. So now I got to find a color because I need the inside mouth color. So I got to find it. It looks like it's right here. Because I could go in and find my colors, Photoshop, but I used to look in here with this, with these colors. I used to go in there with these colors and find stuff. But now I have to, there's got to be a way I could, search libraries. Let me see. Is it showing? No results. See? It doesn't show. I can no longer search for colors using the number. If anyone out there knows how, maybe I got to ask my guys tonight, because all the colors are here available for me to use. They're all here. but I can't find them with the number. I got these numbers. See, here's a nice pink. I usually use pink. See, here's 210. I always use pink 230. So hopefully this is it. Like pink 212. So it's not quite it. So it's one of these ranges. So there's pink 3023. See, I know this is the exciting part for you. But if you guys know how to find numbers, like I like Pantone colors because they print exact. So when I print with these exact Pantone colors, see here's 223. So I got to find 230. This is probably it right here. There's 231. Here's 230. See, I finally found it. So I got to close in. I got to come in and I found Pantone number 230 pink. But it takes a little while. And all the colors are here, but I can no longer search them using numbers, which is slightly a little frustrating for me. You know what I mean? And it doesn't need to be that way, man. Me and you and Pantone, we could get along. But they're not allowing me to. I don't know why that is. See, but then I got to find the colors. But then the good thing is like I've been coloring for years and years. So I have all these colors on my characters already. But when I want to make new stuff, how am I going to do it, man? How am I going to get to where I'm making new stuff? And now when I color, I need to open all these other pages just to find the right colors for a character. I do that anyway, but it was nice and convenient to not have to open up stuff if I could just color freestyle. But I need the exact colors because when I print, I need to know that my colors are going to match. You know, they're going to match what I've chose, man. And now with my navigator, see, everything's a little different, and I don't enjoy when things get shifted around. When the world makes it more difficult for me, so I'm doing fine. You know, I got me and George and Julia. We're just hanging out, and like it's really easy to do. But when the world makes it difficult, I don't understand, man. Don't understand. See, this looks good. Look at this. See, that looks cool. So I got it going. So I put all the dots. Here's all the layers on my dots. I'm going to combine that. So all of the same things are here, except for all the steps are now jacked up because I used to do Photoshop 3, and now I do Photoshop whatever this is. This is like way into the future Photoshop. So it's I have an advanced copy, I guess. But I wish I could go back and do number 3. That sounds nasty, Baltazar. No, it's real. See this line right here. Should I change it to orange? See that backpack line? I think I'm gonna do it. I always gotta trust the instinct, man. So I gotta make sure it's good because like when I got this uploaded, I had to figure out all of the adjustments. I had to do all those adjustments again because it was leaving things fuzzy. But I figured that out. Figured all that stuff out. That wasn't hard to do. It just takes a while. See, but now somehow, why did it erase? You know, it's real sensitive. The new touch is sensitive, so it's slowing me down. Hey, man, why you gotta slow me down, man? See, I got these dots. It just selected a little more than I needed. That's okay. It was just a slight error. See, it looks better with that strap. See? And then when I focus out, it goes real far. It's the adjustments, the settings are a little bit sensitive to the touch. Kind of like me, I am a little bit too. Not as much as Photoshop though. See, all right, that looks good. This is the first official page that I finished and colored in the new Photoshop. The other ones were under construction, doing my best to do my duty, saving a copy. I know you guys are real excited. This is probably the best show you've ever seen. The show's boring, Baltazar. It was pretty fun. Let me see what else we got. I got this page. I just did that. This one. Oh, see, I got to open up a new one. I'm gonna save this. That one's gone. I'm gonna open up something else. Yeah, it's real exciting watching you open things on your computer. It's just what we dreamed of. I gotta find it. Where is it? I had to rearrange some of my pages because I renamed a lot of them because I added some pages in the beginning of the story. Here it is. I added some pages in the beginning of the story. See? With the gouaches and stuff. Because my story was, it had a weird intro. So like I didn't really like the way it was flowing, man. The flow was bad, man. So now I have a better sense of story pacing. But man, I'm excited about a lot of this stuff I'm making. This is Yog's book 2, the Krenobi. It's no longer the Krenobi Tales, now it's the Gouache War. So all the stuff they're doing here, man, it's the Gouache Monster's fault. Gouache Monsters are causing problems. But it's available for pre-order right now. It's on different websites, like Target has it and Amazon has it. It's cool. Like I got books on Target's website, which is kind of cool. I like that a lot. See, these colors are already selected for me, so it's good. I could kind of speed up the pace. But like when I was working with Photoshop CS3, it was so fast. And I could control all the movements. But right now it kind of flows. It's almost like, feels a little organic, like water almost. It's like after I'm done moving the page, it like doesn't stop right away. It's like it's slippery or something. I don't know what's happening. I actually have a character like that in Powers in Action comics where he's kind of like the Flash, but he's not fast. He just slides on stuff. So it's kind of fun. His name is Friction. That sounds nasty, Baltazar. No, but that's what his name is, Friction. But he kind of like slightly hovers above everything. It like repels like two magnets. That's what he's like. It's kind of cool. I like him. He's going to be showing up in the next book. But I was thinking about my Powers in Action stories because it's kind of like a post-apocalyptical story happening where humans de-evolve. But I was going to do that in a 20-issue series. And I was going to do that in 20-issue series. And I thought, it'd be cool. Like, I have a lot of stories to fill in all those books. But I thought it would be cool to eventually get to that kind of world, create that world within 20 books. But now I'm thinking, what if I create that world in like 3 books? Because I heard an interview lately with Robert Kirkman, Walking Dead guy. I heard an interview with him, and he was talking about his Invincible series, how he had this big payoff in his story that was going to happen in issue 24. And the publisher of Image Comics says, get there by issue 6. And he said, and that made more sense because you could do a 24-issue series and get there and have a giant cliffhanger. But are all those people who read your books going to be around to issue 24? But they'll probably definitely be around till issue 6. Plus, issue 6, that's a trade paperback. So you know that if you get them all the cliffhanger by issue 1, by the end of the story arc of issue 1, you get them in the cliffhanger. I think it's better off. So I listened to that. I'm like, man, that's a great idea. So I think I'm going to get to my reveal of my story sooner than later. Like I was going to get there by issue like 18, 19, 20. We're going to be a big to-do. But I think I'm going to get there I might get there earlier. What do you guys think? That might be cool, right? I think I'm going to get there earlier. Plus, I want to play in that world, that post-apocalyptical world. I want to play in it sooner because I have characters that are half man, half beast. And I want to kind of get into that sooner than getting through the superhero stuff that may not matter. It's just stories. There's stories that I always wanted to tell. I think I'm going to get into it. I think I'm going to start my next my next book is number 5. It's Powers in Action issue number 5. And there is some teasing of what's going to happen in the future. But I think that I'm going to get to it before issue 10 instead of waiting to issue 20. And I think like my way of storytelling with Yogs has like, there's a lot of time jumps and flashbacks. And I found out that like advances my story sooner. So I might do that a little bit with Powers in Action. But I really wanted to do 6 trades of Powers in Action. But now it seems like I'm doing it myself. So I'm going to do individual issues. But I think if I self-contain each issue by itself, it would be kind of cool. Like the old way Marvel used to connect all of their books. I'm going to do that a little bit. So when you read the story, you're going to read that something happens, and then you're going to read the next story, and it's going to refer something that already happened, and then you're going to see, hey, man, that happened in that book. And it's like, oh, I wonder if it's the same thing. And then you're going to find out it is the same thing. So it's cool. I'm going to do something like that. Know me? Talk a lot, Baltazar. Let me see. You guys digging it? Swig for digging comics. Okay, let me see. I got to find a picture now of this gouache character. Because I don't know what color her line is. See, this is what's happening, man. This is what's happening with this new Photoshop. Here she is right here. That's her. She's on this page. There she is. Look how evil she is. She's shocked right here. But her purple line is a little different than the other purple line I was doing. There you goes. So far it's good. It seems like this Photoshop is warmed up to me now. Or maybe I adjusted my movements. Something's been happening. Because earlier on, this thing kept shutting down. Like, man, you're going too fast, man. It had to catch up, even though it's a new program. See, something like that just happened. I didn't want that to happen. All right, let's see. I think I got all the lines. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this. You hear my daughter playing piano? Can you guys hear the piano in the background? It's kind of cool. Let's see if this works. Because yesterday this wasn't working. See, it's weird. It's not allowing me to. What if I did that? It's not allowing me to delete. How do I do this? Or how about if I do this? See, there's different things. So I try to erase it, but it thinks I want to fill it. So I'm going to go ahead and fill it. I'm going to tease it. Yeah, man, I'll fill it. Then I'll reverse it later. There it is again, see? But it works the same. I understand. I guess I understand why they're doing it. But this is an extra step. Like everything that this new Photoshop has shown me is we're going to make you work longer. There's more buttons I got to press and more steps between what it used to be. So if Photoshop can give me back CS3, just improve that. They can just improve CS3 and give me that so it works. That would be perfect. It was the perfect thing for making comics the way I make. All of this stuff still has the same settings. And even my guy, I was on the phone with them. I was on the phone with Photoshop, and he was working me through this, and I was telling him all these things. And he said, eventually you're going to get used to this, and it's going to be faster. Like, so far it's not. It's okay. It's working. Here, see, look at, I forgot to do these eyes right here. See those eyes? Forgot them, man. Forgot them. Fill them in. Oh, it's not letting me. There it goes. Right here, too. This goes right here. There's a few lines I forgot, man. See, I get confused. Famous Cartoonist confuses things. Yeah, this is great, Baltazar. Great show. Yeah, great show, man. Real exciting. All right, let's see. All right, it's working. See, I figured out, like, Photoshop adjusts the program for me, then I have to adjust myself. Maybe you need an adjustment, Baltazar. Maybe that's it, you know? Because all of the things still work. They still work. It's just extra steps. See, now look, I have all of these pictures, all of these lines grabbed. I know this is exciting for everybody. See, now look at it. There it is. See? I cleaned it up. Cleaned up all the lines I didn't need. So it still works. Still good. So now here's the prop. Here's the thing that I did. All right, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works the way it's supposed to. So I like that. I do Trials and Tribulations live on the Famous Cartoonist Says Things show. This isn't even a stream. It's a show. You're tuning in to watch this show. It's a show about me just talking, saying things and drawing things. Oh, look at this. Now it's going good. I'm going to save this before. It doesn't allow me. Maximum. What is that? Okay, I put okay. Okay, we're good. See, it agrees with me now. It's letting me do things. These guys are cool, man. I like making these characters. They're my original characters I did in the 90s when I was just starting out trying to make comic books. And these guys are so like important to me. And what I like about them is back then I would draw them in black and white. And I really didn't know what colors they were because the book was black and white. And I always figured they're the color of the paper and the ink. So that's kind of like what they're like. They're like it's color of the paper. And when it came down to coloring them, that was the one thing I didn't know what color to make them. So I tried green, I tried blue, and they didn't look right. So I just kept them black and white. And I think they look cool. And now when I draw them, I was going to make them like the outline of them, maybe like a light blue. But like, no, man, just leave them black and white all the way. So now when I make them black and white, they really pop on the page against the color backgrounds and stuff. I really like that. Then eventually a lot of the craze got their own personalities. Oh, see, it's not working out. What happened? Something happened. Here's what happens to this thing. It just stops. See, it just stops. Now I can't do anything. I don't know why that happens. I don't know why this happens. Save. It's telling me to save it. Why? Why am I doing it? See, it's confusing. Man, I don't know what's happening. I'm going to put save. A copy already exists. I'm going to do it. See what happens. Is it going to let me do this again? No, now I got to close it. See, this happens. This is what this happens. Now I got to open it up again. I don't know why that happens. See, these new highfalutin things that the kids are using these days. See, did it work? Yeah, right? Yeah, it worked. Yeah, because I was trying to do this. See, now it could work. Now it works again. So I don't know why that happens. It just freezes and stops. I think because I go too fast. Oh, I forgot his eyes. Look at. See, I colored this already. I colored this already right here, but it didn't save it. I don't know why that does it. It makes me nervous, man. Like, because now when there's pressure to get something done, I can't guarantee that it's going to be there at a certain amount of time, because what if this doesn't cooperate? What if my program doesn't cooperate? It's weird, right, man? I don't know why it's like that. Is it because I'm streaming? Is it because I'm putting on a good show? Show's not good, Baltazar. I know. Well, it's a show. Sorry, I called it good. Show sucks. I know, man. Man, guy doesn't give me a break. So here's your just generic craze, just white and gray. He's got gray pants on. When I first created these guys, people told me they look like Smurfs. And it was like, they don't look like Smurfs. They're not Smurfs. I wasn't even thinking of the Smurfs when I made these guys. I was thinking of art supplies because the Cray Babies, they're originally called Cray Babies, and they were going to be crayons. They were each going to be different colors, but they didn't look right. Different colors, they look weird. But I liked them. Well, plus they were in black and white. The comics were in black and white. But that's just how I made them. They were just black and white characters. So they never got their colorful. They never became colorful characters. Shut up and draw, Baltazar. So it's like, so now what they're just black and white, but I put gray pants on them because I didn't know, they looked weird. I didn't want them to just be naked. Now I wouldn't mind if they're naked. They could be naked now. But I also evolved them where other Crays have clothes. Cray Kernobi and Cray Steve. You're going to meet the Cray cousins in this book. Cray Mies, Cray Zoe, Cray Zot. They're all in it. They have different power student skill sets. They have different skill sets, some of these guys. This show sucks, Baltazar. And then we're going to see a lot of different things happen with the Cray cousins. And the Cray cousins were originally in my first book, and they were all siblings. But I think I'm going to make them cousins because Cray cousin sounds cool. And then they're related to Kraysky. I like all that. But it's so weird that this suddenly just stops. It stops doing things. I don't know, it just stops working. I got to close it and reopen the page. Sometimes I lose stuff. It don't make any sense. Saved it because I got to keep continually save it because the program is like, maybe I'm going too fast. Is that it? Hey man, you better slow down, man. You know, you're cruising for a bruising, Baltazar. See, everyone's always mad at me all the time. Especially a computer program. The critic never goes away. If I made a custom Miko figure of the critic, would you guys buy him? Would you buy the critic? Exclusive critic action figure from me, famous cartoonist? Would you buy an action figure of me? What if I made an Amigo figure of myself? Because I have the means to do so. Would you guys buy one of me? Maybe I'll do that. Should I do that? Or people care? Nobody cares, man. I know Anthony Latch would buy one. Brian Lynch would buy one. I don't know who else. My friends would make fun of me. And then a year later, my friends would make one. Hey, I should do that. That's what happens all the time. Hey, man. Let's see. All right. We're getting there. I just felt like Harold Baines right there. All right. Look at there, man. Look at there. Relax, fellas. Can't you see I'm doing something? That's what he said. Relax, man. Relax, fellas. It's different, man. I don't trust the program. It's going to stop any minute now. I don't know why it stops. Is that called bandwidth? Is it bandwidth that's not allowing me? Or to save? Should I see what you guys are saying? But if I click off this thing, will I be able to go back? Let's see, man. Let me see what you guys are saying. You guys, shut up and draw. Where's my stuff? That's what you guys are saying. It says, looks the same when you cover Clooney. Oh, yeah. All right. We got it, man. We're catching up. Thanos, yep. D Brad is here. How's it going, Art? Good to see you again. Good to see you, D Brad. Swig. My coffee's getting cool already. Philip A. Buck says, sorry, I wish I knew how to help with the new Photoshop and Pantones, but I'm still using CS 5.5 despite struggling to still work. Yeah, man, it's a weird thing because now I have to I have to pay every month now to use Photoshop. I have to pay, and to use the Pantone colors I have to pay, and it's like, it gets me nuts, man. And I used CS3 as long as I could until I had to upgrade my computer, and it didn't allow me. It only allowed me 30 days to figure it out. So my Clip Studio Paint includes the coloring and the drawing. Oh yeah, I have Clip Studio it's what I use Manga. I'm using Manga to draw, and that turned into Clip Studio, and then that turned into a subscription base too. But I bought that early on. So I don't know, man. It's like, I just look at it as like, I used Photoshop since 1998. So I guess now 2023, now I got to start paying every month. So I guess I got away with it for a long time. I don't know, man. Early bird gets a worm. Yeah, but you know what it does? It creates the hustle within me. So now I have to hustle and make more money to cover not only Netflix and Disney Plus, but I got to cover my subscriptions to Photoshop and to Pantone and to my websites, all these things they want to charge me every month, even StreamYard. That's kind of why I'm trying to do more live streams, because they charge you so much. And like, I think it's like $400, everything's like $400 a year. Seems like that. And to watch TV is like $150 a year for everything. So if like you pay $400 to do a streaming service, and you don't stream, well, then every show you do gets more expensive. Like, if I could do like a show a week, it only cost me $2 or $3 each show to do versus like $20 a show, you know? So it's like, I got to create more content, create more things to sell just to pay for all the stuff that allows me to do these things, you know? And that's even before I order pizza and buy shoes for my kids. I learned many new slang words last night on a pod. Yeah. Audrey's good. She has a good listening ear. She knows everything. Yeah. I can hear piano. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, she's playing piano. When she comes home from school, she does her piano. Well, she'll probably join me at the store tonight. So D Brad, if you're around in beautiful downtown Skokie, stop by. We'll hang out. We'll drink coffee. I don't think there's anything stronger than coffee there, but unless you bring it. But sweet. That was delicious. I bet Audrey could help. Yeah. Audrey's good. She knows stuff. I always enjoy the drawing segments because I learn from you. Oh, thanks, man. And you know what the weird part is like right now I feel like I'm learning more stuff because I'm forced to learn more stuff. It like once you start getting a rhythm, everything gets easy. I like that. But now things are challenging again. And even when I got my new programs installed, like upgrades, like my tools are in different spots now, like the magnifying glass is in a different spot. And so for the first day or two, my hand would automatically go to select the tool and it'd be the wrong one because the tools moved. And I can't figure out how to move the tools where I want them. But that's all right. I get used to it after a while. Sometimes you need to update your computer operation system when the program has updates. Yeah, I had to get a whole new computer. And that's what happened. I got a whole new computer. I had to log into all my stuff again. I had to do all of that again and again. But it's working now. As long as it works. It's not allowing me to work. But it's working, man. It's working. Any plans for Cray Z's? Maybe. I have a Cray Me's because in the story, Cray Me is based off of me. In the original story, I had one Cray that was parallel. He was doing things that were parallel to my life. Like he got socked in the eye and then he did all these things. So it's kind of cool. Anthony Latch. I 100% buy Amigo art. Then I could ask him every day where my stuff was. That's right. And then you could beat him up. I have a little prototype. He's real far. I don't know. I'll show him later. But I want to make I think I want to make a famous cartoonist Mego figure. I want to make a few. I have a Starbucks guy because I've been collecting the Starbucks sticks that go in the cups. I have a bunch of these little green sticks that I'm going to use for the character's staff. And I'm working on a mermaid character. And I saw this website had the head of Ocean Master from Aquaman, but it's not painted. It's just raw. It's like a resin or 3D cast. Maybe it's a 3D printed. So I'm going to order some of those. I'm painting him in like black and white and green so he matches like the Starbucks logo. And I already have costumes picked out. So I'm going to create a brand new character just for Mego packaging and who might be in my Powers in Action. Because here's where it fits into Powers in Action. Because in my evolutionary story, humans or all living creatures on Earth become humanoid. But I did not create a fish guy yet. So I need to make a fish guy. And he's going to be my fish guy. I don't know what his name is yet. But I'm going to make him. He says, Brian says, we need an Art Balthazar Mego. Maybe the critic can be an accessory in the package. Maybe I could do like a Balthazar one and then maybe make the critic maybe a Bizarro one. Like he'll have opposite colors as me. And he'll be mad. He'll be mad and be like a phantom face or something. I don't know. Baltimite, the critic. I like that. I like that. D. Brad says, I don't subscribe to Clip Studio Paint. I have the one-time purchase. Oh, good, man. I've heard people who do the subscription one, and it gets natural updates, I guess. But yeah, people are complaining the same way I'm complaining. Like, man, if I got to pay $10 a month for this, I'd rather buy it for like $300 or $400 and be done. But that's what I did with Photoshop. I think it was $350. I just went to the store and bought it and installed it and registered the number. And I was good to go for man for like 18 years. But, you know, I'll do this because I was on the phone with them and going through this stuff. So it'll work, man. It'll work it out. I'm holding out as long as I can on this old computer and old PS Photoshop. But I know I'll have to go with subscription-based stuff someday. Yeah, man, it's coming. The future is looming ahead of you. It's kind of like a vampire, some high vampire waiting to pounce on your neck. That's what it's coming. So you will have to, subscribe. But that's how they get you. But the only thing is like now, like I subscribe to Photoshop and Pantone color. Pantone colors is what got me, man. Like I can't use your colors now. I have to pay. But I figure like it's $7.99. But I just got a cup of coffee that was almost $5, $4.65 for a cup of coffee. I'm like, so that's 2 cups of coffees a month, and then I could use the Pantone colors, you know? So it's kind of like I need it, and now I have to just not buy as much coffee or cancel like Amazon Prime or something like that. I have to find out, hey, are we really watching HBO Max? And they're like, no, I'll just get rid of it. And then I'll be able to save money that way. So it's weird. Like you cut your cable for TV, so you don't have to pay so much in TV, but now you just keep adding these streaming. So I'm good with Disney Plus and Netflix. But now my wife watches a lot of, she watches the TCM channel or TMC, and that's on Max. It's like another hub on there or whatever. So I can't get rid of that now because she likes it. She watches it on the weekend. So have you made Megos that look like any of the podcast guys? I should. I got to find the right head. I could probably make one a Skulk real easy. I'll find a Skulk head. You may be having a tricky time adjusting to the new software, but you still make it look amazing. What a pro. Thank you, sir. It's I got a few days practice so far. I've done a few things. Like over the weekend, I was making comics for Comic Tom. I was getting books ready because we're going to try to do monthly starting January. I talked to his guys. I talked to the graphic designers. So we're going to try, man. But it's yeah, it takes a little adjustment. The program does what it does, but I have to adjust. But now, like even with the colors is the most frustrating thing because I can't just click on them. I could click on them, and it allows me to, it shows up in my little box, but it doesn't allow me to pick a specific color by typing a number in. I'm so used to that. But I'll make it work, man. I'll make it work. The idea of Creamy is terrific. Yeah, his name is Creameez. M-E-E-Z. Creameez. That's the guy who's me. Yeah, he didn't have a name until recently, until I started writing this book. Like, I'm going to show him to you. I'm going to show Creameez to you. Creameez is pretty cool. I like Creameez. Here's Creameez. Here's Creameez right here. There he is. This is Creameez. Here's Creameez right there. And then here's Crazot. So I'm going to read this page to you. These are the Cray cousins. Creameez, the loyal adventurer who believes in the power of the legendary Cray Stick of Joy. So he has a lot of faith and hope, this guy. And then this guy is Crazot. He's the inventor who solves problems with Cray science and technology. So he's kind of like he's the skeptic a little bit. He's the adventure guy. He knows it'll work with science. And here's Crazoe. This is a mutated telepathic Cray who developed the ability of flight. So she's kind of like the mystic one. Like you got the hopeful guy, then you got the inventor guy, and you got the mystic one. So she's kind of cool. I'm going to put it on Creameez while I talk to you guys a little more. So it's kind of cool. The vampire struggle is real. Yeah, it is real. For real. The vampire is always here, but I've been able to avoid the vampire the last few weeks. I think I'm adjusting pretty nice to daytime shift, because mostly it's like, if you could control your weekend, you could wake up early on weekends, then Monday won't be a problem, you know? So that's what's happening. I'm waking up about 9:30-ish. I'm trying not to let myself sleep past 10 or 11. Swig for sleeping. This is good. It's good. It all adds up for sure. I like using the free TV apps too, though. Pluto, Tubi. Yeah, we watch that too. Pluto and Tubi and the Roku channel. I like all those. I don't watch a lot of TV. The stuff I watch is on Netflix or Disney Plus, but I don't get into a lot of stuff, mostly because then it takes up all my time. But I am watching the stuff on Max. I like watching the superhero stuff. I just watched the Blue Beetle, and I didn't like it that much. But if you want my review, I talk about it on an podcast on yesterday's show. The fish hero could be Irish, named Ocean. Get it? Ocean. I like that. He could be an Irish fish. Wouldn't they call this guy Scampi? Or would it be Perch? I don't know. But I want to make a fish guy. I don't have a fish guy. I have a bird guy. I have a dinosaur guy. I have or is he a lizard? He's like a lizard guy. But I want to tell you the dinosaur guys, but it's going to ruin the story, because it could have been in the first 4 issues. I lay the groundwork in the first 4 issues of the series, which are available on my site right now, electricbillcomics.com. You could get the first 4 books of Powers in Action. And I wanted to start number 20 or number 5 in early in this year, but it might be maybe more like March or April, but I'm working on it, man. I got a lot going on. I want to finish a lot of my stuff here. I want to finish this Yogg's book before the end of the year. And I want to do the secret project with paper cuts before. I got to get that done before May. And I got a wrestling book I want to get done as soon as possible. It's coming, man. Creameez, Crazot, and Crazoe are very exciting. A cool team. Thanks, man. Yeah, I didn't really show them too much in book 1. I only showed them at the end of the book. But most of this book 2 is about them. A lot about the Cray cousins. And it's still about Craynobi and Kraysky and the Wizard, but it's mostly the Cray cousins' adventure. But Craynobi's in it, and Craynobi's still the hero. He's still the main hero, but the Cray cousins take over a little bit. But it all leads into book 3, which I'm very excited about. Book 3, it's all Craynobi at his 100% powerful, and it's going to be good. I don't want to say anything about book 3. I'll tell you, the title's called Yogg's the Mystic Orb. Yogg's the Mystic Orb. And the cover's going to have Craynobi fighting a bad guy and a little sidekick with him. They're swirling on the cover, and I don't want to say what it is because it's the ending of Yog's book 2, which is going to reveal the cover of book 3, which will be really cool. But book 3 is a story of Yog's that hello. Somehow it knocked me out. It says my camera was gone. I'm like, my camera's not gone, man. But my drawings aren't there. But that's okay. But I have to go pretty soon anyway. Yeah, we lost you there. Yeah, I'm back, man. I'm back. But it just knocked out. Like, my camera's been messing with me. When I touch it, it's not guaranteed it's gonna work. And I've been fooling around with it today. But that's all right. What's he saying? Michaela Stormer. Good evening, all. Good to see you, Michaela. Michaela? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we lost you. I'm back, though. I'm back. It says I'm back. And, yeah, my book 3 cover is going to be really cool. And the best thing about Yog's book 3 is it's a story I had forever. Damn. It says my camera. Will you guys still hear me? It says you can still hear me. I don't know why my camera is messing up, but that's okay. I'm going to keep talking to you. But the best thing about my Yog's book 3 is that I had the story, but I never drew it. I never drew the story of Yog's book 3, but it's going to come out. It's going to come out in a year from. Man, I'm thrown off, guys. Sorry. All right, you can still hear me. Good. Cool, man. I don't know why my camera's not working. It's just messing with me. I might get a new camera, but here I'm gonna say it now. Like the story of Yog's book 3 is a story I always had in my sketchbook. I had it in my sketchbook since like 2000, 98, 2000, 2001, and it was going to be the conclusion of the Yog series. But back then it was all Crybaby. But it's a story that I never drew or never published. And so the ending kept changing and changing. I changed it a lot. And I'm like, do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? And the original ending was the world was freezing and the crates had to go underground to where it was warmer so they could survive. But they couldn't go to the surface. So the rest of the world happened around them, but they were in hibernation. But I like that because I was going to hibernate them and then bring them out later. I knew eventually I'd bring them out. But now I'm bringing them out. So I never got to make the hibernation story. So now that ending is not going to be the ending to this book. And so I wrote a really good ending to Yog's book 3. And I was thinking about it. Should I do it that way? And then after Romeoville Con, me and Daryl Young went out to get tacos or something. So we went to get tacos and I told him about the ending. And I read it to him because I wrote down some dialogue. And then as I was telling him the story, I started crying. Like, man, I was getting, tears welling up. And he said, that's it. That's the ending. That's like, it's powerful. It's an emotional ending. And that I want kids to feel this emotional ending. Because a lot of kids' books, I guess they do it. I don't read a lot of kids' books, but I know that in the kids' book market, they're always encouraged to not want to make a kid offended or not offended. I don't know, make them feel weird. But I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a kid feel emotion, and they're going to feel a sense of loss, but they're going to feel a sense of hope, and they're going to feel it. I want them to feel these emotions. So when I read the story to Daryl, he's like, man, that was good. So I don't want to tell you what the story is, but it reminds me of the way the Star Wars trilogy and the original trilogy where Yoda died. Spoiler, where Yoda died and Vader died and Luke had to carry on and Luke was tempted by darkness and all this stuff. But at the end, he had to say goodbye to his dad. He burnt the body, and then he saw the ghost, and it ended on a very positive, kind of hopeful future. But it's not that ending, but I wanted an ending that was like that feeling like, wow, we saved the day, but Luke is kind of sad, So I'm really happy to get to this ending, and it's gonna be real cool. Every generation needs a Bambi's mom moment. Yeah, we do. So I think you guys will like it. I don't want to tell you what anything is because you'll probably figure out where I'm going. I don't want you to figure out. You probably won't figure out where I'm going because there's a big, massive time jump in book 3. And all of these books that I've been doing have been, the first book and the second book have had like flashbacks and flash forwards and memory things. And like, I remember when I did that and I did this. And then, especially in book 2, there's an adventure happening, being told to the reader as the adventure is happening. So it's kind of cool. Like, I like doing that because then I could tell a story without have to explain every detail. I just go back and show you why the character does that. You're like, oh, and then by the end of the book, you're going to know all this lore and legendary things of this story. So it's cool. I dig it, man. I dig it. So, yeah, I can't wait. I'm making comics right now, and they're real fun to do. But should I try to refresh? You see my camera again? Are we good? I think we might be good. I'm gonna take off. Now I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it, man. I'm not gonna mess. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it's not finding my camera, but that's okay. That's okay. MIC. KEY, because Yagams, it's Skokie. Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get ready now to go to Skokie. I just wanted to show you guys things. I really wanted to finish that page, and I'm glad I got to share it with you. And if you guys are in Skokie, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna bring my daughter with me. We're gonna hang out a little bit. We're gonna do some drawing. I don't know what I'm gonna draw. I gotta figure out. I got a few things I want to draw. But I got to figure out if I'm going to do some sketches. What am I going to do? Some sketches? Some commissions? Maybe I'll do a commission. I don't always feel like doing a commission. Sometimes when I go there, I like to do this quick sketches. Maybe I'll do that. I'll bring my Sharpie and crayons, do some sketches for our Patreon, because we're going to be launching All Ya Comics Patreon real soon, where you can buy things and celebrate and joyous occasions. But you guys are awesome. I'll see you next time. And no fighting, no crying. Be nice to each other. Do the things to make you happy. You guys are okay. Bye-bye.
Art.
Oh yeah. 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 Oh yeah.
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Famous cartoonist draws things.